Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome back. If you're joining us again, my name is Patricia Frudenberg. I am the CEO of Miss You Graham and also known as Patty. And thank you for joining us if this is your first time. And here we are a community so we can elevate, motivate, and inspirate, especially when you're dealing with loss, which is the greatest adversity of all. And it is something that we are all going to have to face at some point in our life. Again, this is a little disruptive, but it's a new spin on mourning, and it starts in the morning. It really sets the momentum of the day, and it's not easy. And I want to disclose again that I am not a certified uh, medical professional. But with that being said, I am a certified end of life coach. And here I am pleased to help you live your best dash one step at a time. So thank you again. And today we are going to do the topic is cope. But again, we rotate among tribute, cope, and share, which is the pillars that Mr. Graham stands on. That is the foundation of our company. We are a public service. We also offer other products and services to enhance your life, especially when you're dealing with loss. Again, we are a Prosper for Purpose company, and we love to contribute to multiple charities and foundations and affiliates where one hand washes the other and both hands wash the face. My late grandmother always said that to me, and I just love that because it's so true. So I'm just going to go over a few things that Mr. Graham has for dealing with cope, and it's first of all, it's remembering what they meant to us. It's just one step into the grieving process. Instead of just holding on to that pain and suffering. And again, it's a process, and you must have heard it before, but I'm here just to reinforce that it's okay because it's just part of the mysteries of life. But remembering what they meant should bring a smile to your face. Hopefully there's good memories there. And, sometimes even in the not so good memories, experience, because Steve said, you could connect the dots in hindsight. So, sometimes it's really good just to go back and remember the good and the bad. It's just part of life. It's growth. It's that's just my take on it. And again, if you don't agree, then change the channel. And if you agree, join in. Let's hear your comments. I love to share the wealth of knowledge just to help each other. And that's how I developed Mr. Graham, because sitting in the clients that were sitting in the chair that I was, doing my best to make them look good. There were so many times that I just, it felt so good to give them space to make them feel good about sharing when they were on their way to a memorial, a funeral. Those are hard times. And you know what? When I realized how good it was, the benefits, I just saw the transformation from pain to power. Being able just to share what's on your heart, even if tears sometimes came out, at the end result, people felt better. Even if it was temporary, and they thanked me, and I was just like, for what? I'm just so happy to be able to provide you that space. And sometimes I laughed at the memories, and sometimes I cried with the memories. But again, it makes you more grateful, right? That's again the mysteries of life. Sometimes you get realigned when you really see things in a different perspective, and when you realize that life is not promised to anybody tomorrow. So passing a heritage, again, with Mr. Graham, you could pass on a heritage and share like today in the House of Creativity in the morning live. If you follow me on social, that's on Clubhouse Live, a show from 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, usually till 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. And we touch on different topics, but today happened to be heritage. And again, happy Black History Month. And again, I love to share Black history on social too. So we've been doing that and having a great time with that. And again, in legacy, a lot of these amazing humans have passed on. And like Martin Luther King, for instance, he's the first one I want to give a shout out to. And I'll get to that in a minute. But I just want to move on with some just key pointers of what Miss U Graham has to keep you in that journey of, enlightenment, feeling better, dealing with it, understanding, and they're not forgotten. Like just imagine, like I couldn't imagine like not wanting to be remembered. Even if it was for like making a good milkshake. I don't know. Like I just feel like we're human. Like I can't imagine not wanting to be remembered, and that's how we came up with our mission slogan because past or alive, people want to be remembered. And again, that's just my belief. And if you don't like it, like don't change the channel. Stay, hang out for a while. Let's hear your opinion. Like Wayne Dyer said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So again, you know what? Mr. Graham gives you permission to face loss. Sometimes it's like you just can't find that right time because guess what? It's never the right time. Who really wants to deal with that? Okay, me, because I just want to get through it. That's the only way through it, right? That's another quote. I don't remember who said it, but it's so much truth to it. And you know what? Mr. Graham helps us know that we're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. And sometimes you feel alone. And sometimes being alone is okay because, like, sometimes you could really hear God in silence, if you just really listen. Sometimes you just need to listen to the bells, the birds, your heartbeat, your tears falling. I don't know, like silence. Again, Wayne Dyer, he's somebody who passed away on September 2nd, which happens to be my father's birthday. That's why I remember. But I read a few of his books. He really enlightened me. He was an amazing guy. He was, again, he was always on PBS here in the United States, but he gave a great quote. I'm not sure if it was his quote or it was passed on to him because he was good for that too, but I'm going to pass it on now. It's the space between the notes that make the music. So I thought that was good. And I'm going to just be full of quotes here. And I got one more by Martin Luther King. But first, I'm just going to make this a little interactive today. And I'm going to do a new little spin on Mourning. And I just want to show you a little bit more about Miss U Graham. If this is your first time or not your first time, but you know what? Sometimes you get sidetracked or, maybe you weren't so interested before. Maybe today you are. So I'm just going to pop over here to our, sharing page. And I'm just going to go over here and, just share some things that we have. Let me see. Okay, hold on one second. Give me a minute here because this is the first time I'm sharing the screen, right? Okay, so this is the recommendations page on our website. And, you go to Miss U Graham on Google. I mean, we're pretty much like on the first couple of pages of Google. So you go to Google and just go to our website, right? You're going to see a menu page. Now, this is on a laptop, so it's a little bit more detailed. On a mobile, you might just see three bars like over here, little three bars. But here's our recommendation. And you're going to say, what is that? Well, again, I'm an end of life coach and I want to help you live your best dash and maybe not over focus so much on like the actual loss, just sometimes you got to take a little respite of just like thinking about that because it's pain and suffering, but this is a new way of life when somebody passes on. So in respite of times, you go to the recommendation page and you might find something. And guess what? This is what you might find. I just became ambassador for her brand, and she's an amazing artist, singer, dancer. And here is her book. Now, it's bittersweet, this book. Where do things go when they die? And it's a book for ages 5 and up. But believe that it's not necessarily just up because the graphics are amazing, and she's the artist, also the illustrated author and the writer. Again, she's an amazing human. I definitely would suggest to go check her out. If you follow me on social, you'll catch some of her work. She also does NFTs, and it's just a beautiful thing. And this story is bittersweet. But again, if you're interested, go check it out. Again, I post it, I share it, but it's on my recommendations. And I just love this. And this is, again, for enlightenment. The description, the illustrated children's book follows the story of a little girl, Cecilia, who comes over one day to learn that her pet fish, Gigi, has fallen deathly ill. And again, it's about dealing with grief, but it's such a beautiful way, and it's bittersweet. And now Cecilia ends up having, a discussion with her mom about it. And, it's real life. It's real life, because there are so many children that lose people, and they have to deal with that adversity at a young age. I remember being 4 years old. It was the first time I dealt with grief. I took it pretty well, considering I was so young. But I'll never forget it. I'll never forget where I was, exactly what happened. It's embedded in me. It was my maternal grandmother, Mama. I used to call her Mama. And I call everybody I love dearly, Mom. And I'm right now, so I'm just going to move on from that and say a prayer, because my mom's in the hospital. And I have faith everything's going to be okay. But, that's life. Times we have stuff, and we just have to take care of it. So she's, just at the right place, being taken care of, and hopefully she comes home tomorrow. Now I just jumped over to our product page, and here we have our t-shirts, and this is just one of them with our mission slogan. I'm just going to jump on there now. Amazon, for some reason, listen, I love black. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hairdresser. I just love black. But if you gonna I'm gonna check this out, right? I'm gonna check this out. Guess what? Oh wow, look, there's different colors. There's many different colors, but there are some different colors. I think I got that for the cancer. We got some on here. And again, I get excited, because you know what? Everyone wants to be remembered. And again, collaborating, part of the Rotary Club now with the historic Jackson Heights Club, and doing great work there. And again, with the Latin Americas Committee, with the United States Presidential Services Center, doing great works there. And again, co-hosting the Goodbye I Love You. Also, being the news anchor or with the PIC TV network, and an affiliate with the House of Creativity. We're just doing a lot of great works together as a community, and cross promoting. Now we got Tiffany, my good friend Tiffany Courtman. She is in Ohio, and she's putting on a play called Rona: The Aftermath, and I'm going to be sharing those that information as soon as it launches, any day now. But she's doing amazing work. Again, we are putting together a mission. Miss U Graham is putting it together, a mission with affiliates and artists, because we believe in humanitarian efforts. And the mission I'm putting together is called PDF, and it stands for Pandemic Defeated by Faith, and it's exclusively for a starving artist crushing COVID. And again, that's in development. And if you want to learn more, just shoot me a message, an email. Again, go to Google Miss U Graham, and just any way you prefer to contact, we'll get back to you. Give us 24 hours. And now for our final, let me see here. Okay, I'm just going to show you. This is a screenshot, and then let me see if we got the, okay, I'm going to just go to this. I thought I saved it, but I didn't. So now for, for Black History Month, I lost the page, so I'm just going to scroll down here for our most recently added product, just because, he's just amazing man, and his legacy shall continue forever. Dr. Martin Luther King, and here's his, mug. And again, we do contribute to foundations, and all support would be appreciated. And then you get this amazing mug, which really represents a lot. So I thought that was such a great picture of him. Look at that! Look at that picture of him. So again, you could go to our website. You could also, if you go to Instagram, you have to go to the Celebrant mug and scroll down for the products. But if you go to our search over here and go to Black History, it's going to come up, and will be adding more. But I just wanted to highlight, Martin Luther King, because he's just so special. So with that being said, I'm going to end with a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King. This is a great one. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So we are going to jump over to Clubhouse now, the live audio app. I did share and post that on my socials. So if you want to join us, where you could share, tribute, cope, and just, it's like having a cup of coffee, a round table with friends. We do not use the replays, so it's a safe space. Again, we are not medical professionals, but we are there in community just to elevate, motivate, and inspire, especially when you have a heavy heart. You want to turn your pain into power, one word at a time. And we love you, and hopefully we'll see you soon. God bless everyone. Have an amazing, amazing day.